movie family, welcome back to the cave. I got a new one for you. Like I said, it was a big weekend for movies this past weekend. Not so much in theaters as much as it is for streaming. A lot of good stuff came out, a lot of new stuff, which is always good because, it's a bad time of the year anyway for movies. But this one we're going to talk about is a Apple TV release, so it's on Apple, and it's called Spirited. And it stars two of just Hollywood's top funny men, you know what I'm saying? Just, they're up there on the top level in my opinion. Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds, two greats. I'm talking about they have a straight line to your funny bone, all right? So yeah, I'm not sure that they've ever done a actual movie together. I don't think so. I think this is the first one. But they do a really great job working together. They have great comedy chemistry. They have great comedy chemistry, and it just works. So let's set up the story. Spirited is about this secret organization within the ghost realm. Get it? Spirited. And basically what it is it's these ghosts that are, basically from the Dickens story, A Christmas Carol, the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future. And their job is to find the most terrible, worst of the worst people on earth, and basically try to get them to change and be redeemable and be good, functioning human beings. And so works really well, and they, Will Ferrell plays the ghost of Christmas Present, I believe, yeah. He's great. He's so funny in this movie, and the music. I mean, the man's got some pipes. He can sing, okay? I always knew he could just by listening to some of his, he'll sing in some of his movies just to be kind of comedical, or for funny purposes. And you could always kind of tell he's got some chops. He sings pretty good. Well, in this movie, it's like I said, it's a comedy, but it's a full-on musical as well. And so he gets to kind of show his abilities as a singer, and he does a fantastic job. He's very gifted singer. He has a good voice. And so, anyway, Ryan Reynolds' character is the tool, if you will, the guy that they target for this year's perp, as they call it. Their guy they're going to try to change. He's your typical CEO, scumbag that's the worst possible human being on earth, and he plays it really well too. And so there's like. He gets into the character really good, let's just say. And he gets to have some really great scenes and shines, of course, as usual in his comedy, but he can sing too. Maybe not as good as Will Ferrell, but he sings really well. I was surprised. I had went in the movies thinking, I already know Will Ferrell can sing, but I'm interested to see how Ryan Reynolds sings. And he did a good job, I'm going to say, he did a pretty good job. They have, speaking of the singing and the music, they have some really great numbers. I'm a kind of a fan of musicals. I like them. Phantom of the Opera is one of them. Several others I can't think of off the top of my head, but Sweeney Todd. I like musicals, but this one has some really good numbers, and it's a fun watch. I like how they kind of take the classic A Christmas Carol story and sort of twist it on its head. When you watch it, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but when you watch it, you'll see what I'm talking about. There's some really great twists for the characters. There's some great storylines that, like I said, they kind of flip it, if you will, on its head, and I love that. I always love a movie that kind of will take a topic that's already been done and make it fresh. And that's what Spirited does, in my opinion. They kind of make this story fresh. Great cast. You got, like I said, Ryan Reynolds, Will Ferrell, Octavia Spencer, who gets to sing a little in this movie as well. And you know, Tracy Morgan's in it, so he's a great a comedian talent that's also in play. So yeah, there's just a really great cast, really good story. It's a fun movie. Here's the thing, though. Yes, it's a holiday movie. Yes, it's a musical. But while it's not R-rated, it's PG-13, it does push the boundaries, okay? It's not, in my opinion, it's not suitable for younger viewers. There's some profanity. Obviously, you got Ryan Reynolds. There's going to be a little bit of profanity. Not extensive. It's like Deadpool or something, but there is some PG-13 colorful words. There's some innuendo of the adult nature that may not be appropriate. There is some actually some frightening scenes. You know, of course, ghosts of what is it? Anyway, the old creepy looking ghost. He's kind of frightening at some point. You know, might be to some younger viewers. So I would basically say tweens and up. You know, early teens to adults. But that being said, it's a fun movie. I enjoyed it. It's a little lengthy. It's 2 hours, so you get your money's worth. But that's okay. You know, it's not too long that it feels draggy, but it is a little bit lengthy. PG-13, like I said. And so, yeah, Spirited. Look, you can only catch it on Apple TV, okay? It's one of those exclusive platform releases that if you got to have the subscription, guys. There was some talk. I think it was released a week earlier in theaters, limited run. So it's not everywhere in theaters, but it was released, I believe, in some. So you might be able to check it on the big screen if you feel like it and there's nothing else out there. Otherwise, I checked it out from my couch. You know, I got the Apple subscription, so I checked it out there. Anyway, Spirited. It's pretty good. Check it out. As always, this has been my opinion, and opinions are like butts, guys. Everybody's got one, and some of them stink. Later.